Hey everybody, so I'm doing another unboxing, and this is a game that I purchased from Wizards Loft during their Boxing Week sale. This is a game I've been looking for and I just couldn't find it, and that's Nova Luna. So when I couldn't find Nova Luna, I ended up purchasing Framework instead, which has a similar mechanism and plays in a similar way. But this one, Nova Luna, probably so far out of the two is probably my favorite. Now, I've only played it the one time when I was at Gopfest, but the whole thing was super cool. So let's have a look at what's inside here. Maybe. So first thing you have is all these little beads, or these little discs, I guess. And there's one for each player. So you would have like either white, black, blue, or orange, and you have all of these discs. And the goal is to try and have all of your discs placed before the other players. So this is a racing game. So cool. So then we have the rule book. I like a rule book that has the artwork in the front, and then looks like on the back they have the rule for solo play. So I wonder how that plays solo. I don't play tons of solo games, but I'm getting a little bit more into it just because it's easier to play solo sometimes than trying to talk some of the kids to play. So then you have the components, and then you have the setup page, so it shows you how to set up, and then how, like, the step-by-step of setting up the game. I very much like that. The game plays on there. Like, this is nice and big, bright pictures in here, so I really like the way that this rule book is looking. So that's the rule book. Then let's see. So everything, so it's all cardboard, like it all needs to be punched out here. And then the inside of the box is super pretty as well. So let's have a look. Like, I'm not sure what this is. It's not paper. You can't rip it. It's like a ribbon. Can I get? Oh, yeah. Okay. So there we go. It's like some sort of ribbon that holds everything together. Perfect. So then you have on the first one here, so the rondelle. So the way that this works here is you're going to have the rondelle that'll have all the tiles around. And then each tile, and I'll show you one other tile here. So each tile, is going to have a number in the corner, and that's how many spaces you're going to have to move forward for collecting this particular tile. Now, the tile also has like a color in the middle and on the outside, and that's the color that is associated with this one. And then you also have the different disc in the different circle, and that's like the requirement you need to meet. So if you attach to this tile a cluster that has two yellow tiles, then you've completed the yellow one, so you can put your disc on this. So each of these tiles here has multiple things you can try to accomplish. Now, the first time I played, it took me like half the game to realize that you're trying to connect clusters, not just a like I would think like the blue tile or the blue symbol here meant you had to have two separate blue tiles touching this one. So the way I was playing it, it was a lot harder than it had to be. And then with the number here, so you'd have the moon at one spot here on the rondelle, and you're moving by 6, so you would go around to 6. And it's whoever's in the lead on this track here, you would move by 6 and take this particular tile. But then when whoever's in the last position is the next player to go. So kind of like the patchwork mechanism with that one. So that was interesting too. It's like, oh, this one, that's a big number, and then I wouldn't get to go for a little while, so maybe I wouldn't do this. But so it's neat. So you have the yellow tiles, you have the orange tiles, and then we have the turquoise tile, and then the thing in the middle here is the holder for the moon that goes around to show where we're at. And then you have the darker blue tiles. So get all of these in there, and then there's a bunch of like extra baggies that comes with it to store everything. So the tiles, as I mentioned, all go around the outside. I can't remember when they get refilled. I don't think they get refilled as soon as one is taken. I'd have to read the rules and kind of play this again to know for sure. But yeah, so you're creating this cluster of tiles and your own tiles that you're doing, trying to get all of your tokens by completing all of these requirements that are on the tile. Super neat, kind of super bright, like on the table it's a nice bright looking game, so that's super cool. So yeah, super excited to have Nova Luna added to my collection. So now I have Nova Luna, I have Framework, which as I mentioned plays similar, but has slightly different kind of rules that you gotta follow. Yay, so now that I've unboxed it, I can go and play it, so that's great. Bye everybody!